that just pulled over on the side of the highway, and you're wondering what's going on. Like, why is there so many cars always breaking down during the summer? Like, how is this happening? But the sun, it does so much damage to your car. It is ridiculous. Like, besides what it does to your body, you know, like it's just you need to stay like in AC or in some shade or something. And if you don't have AC in your car, I tell people like this: if you roll down your window during the summertime or during this time right now, yes, summertime, just to get some nice cool air. It feels like when you open your oven like on preheat, you know, like that same exact air pressure comes out and hits you. It's crazy.
Did y'all have a mob meeting this morning?
Yeah, we did.
Was Mark there?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wrote him though.
How did it go, Antoine?
It went good, but it'd been better if we had a booth. But that's neither here nor there. But we met some people from another metaverse.
Can you still hear me?
Y'all said before they want to have a meeting with us, but I want y'all to check it out first to see if y'all interested in it.
Okay.
It seems to be good, though. It seems to be a good one.
What do they do?
They do they got metaverse. They do gaming. They sell commercial properties in there. It's nice. The way it looks is nice. It has a nice production and it looks nice. They don't want who threw the metaverse conference.
What was it called, Antoine? The metaverse.
It was called a metaverse conference, but I got to get the name of the people's the name of their. I got to get my backpack.
How many people had booths?
It was a lot of people there. It was a lot of people promoting a lot of stuff. But it was only one people that had their own metaverse. That's the one who threw the conference. So
that was the one that sponsored the conference, right?
Huh?
They were the ones that sponsored the conference, right?
Yes. They were. I got the guy's number. He's one of the CEOs of the place. I got his number, and he said he would love to have a meeting about. Me and Mark was telling him about what's going on. He said he would love to have a meeting about it. But I said I want y'all to check it out first so y'all can see if y'all were interested in it. Well, I didn't tell him that, but I'm telling y'all that.
This was the sponsors?
Yes. Me and Mark made a sponsor of him. We met another guy who got his own. He's in the metaverse with him. He does entertainment. So people go into their metaverse and he has one with entertainment. But it was nice. The next time they have one more in LA, August 2nd. So they said they're gonna be having a lot. They're gonna have a lot of them. So it wasn't a lot. It was a lot of people there, but it wasn't a lot of people. So nice. But it still was nice. But it was like nice to we passed our cards to everybody. We gave a shirt away to some people that already knew about it. People were interested in being involved in it, and they wanted to hear more about it. So we had a booth and a present, like more present, like maybe 10, 15 people. And then the whole people, like, it would have been like, you see the presents, because only two of us, over 10 to 15 people, you get more presents. Like everybody else had a lot of people that was with them, so they could talk, the other person could talk to a person, and me and Mark could talk to some people, but if we had spread out, then everybody would have been able to talk to everybody, then the joke name would have been out there with the people that don't even know about us at the convention.
Tell us about some of the other projects you saw there then.
Okay, I see the project, they got a gaming project. They have one project where a person you can use Venmo and PayPal to sponsor events in the metaverse. Do you have one dude? He's like a big marketing for everybody in the world. He does financial advisor. He's involved with a metaverse. Like he got big names. Like he does big like companies in banking, and I never heard of dude, but he must have been big because everybody was talking about him the whole time. And like in that one project, so let me tell you how much some of the lots is in that the people that sponsored. They have lots for $375,000. They have $720,000, and $1 million commercially properties in their metaverse.
What to buy?
To buy one, yeah, to buy a commercial, yeah.
And people have
But they
bought,
also
people
they
have
also
bought them
have
or not.
they also have where you can buy like 4 B&Bs, like you can buy one for 4 B&B and it's still big. Or like in their metaverse, you can buy the front, the storefront, but then all the apartments, they have to buy them from you to even be and get in that building. There was a difference. Like you say, you got the storefront, and then you can be apartments above the storefront, but you can all the apartments where people can rent to get in the apartment if they want to go to the convention. Go to the comedy show.
So are these like another metaverse that are selling property within it?
Yeah, I
Yes.
just put the link in the AMA live chat.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to find out what the name of that. I'm trying to find out what the name.
This is the one you were talking
It's
about.
TCG World.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's what TCG World. That's what it is. Those are the people names. I got the guy's name. He texted me yesterday. Said, "Nice to meet you and Mark. I can't wait to talk business with y'all." So I got his number, and he said, "Whenever y'all want to do a Zoom call, we can. I got his phone number, so y'all can talk to him and see." But they have also lots for like 4 B&B. So all of them ain't expensive, but those dudes at their place was spending $5 million on properties, and everybody was talking a lot of money. So people that was there, they had a big influence. Their project don't compare to ours because they don't have utility behind it.
And is it already up?
Yeah, it's already up. Yeah, it's up. Yep, it's up. So that, they got that's what we talked to him. We talked to him for like 30 minutes. He was just telling us about it. He was telling about what we did, and it was one dude. It was one little dude that Mark thought was not a comedian, and he was faking, trying to find out what's going on. But that don't even matter if he knows what's going on. He can't steal what we got going on. I wouldn't look at it like that, but maybe he was. So but other than that, all the projects are pretty much like they had a gaming project with a metaverse. And it was like all the other metaverse block utilities. Like so, they was trying to give away. They give you a card, and pack cards. If you get a prize, if you get part of my metaverse, you can win a Tesla. So they're trying to give a gimmick to get people into that metaverse instead of having a utility and having the action behind it.
And
That's what I feel.
most of these metaverses are just free to access on browsers, or actually.
Yeah, they don't really have any like the multi like Infiniverse. They're not like that. So they're not ready to. But all the people that was there are inside the people who sponsors Metaverse. So so like a lot of companies that was there, though they partnered with them to get inside the Metaverse and sell their product. Not everybody, but other people have their own metaverse. But the people that sponsored have their own metaverse. But there was other people with metaverse, like we do this in our metaverse now. And I never heard any utilities. What's the reason to get into their metaverse? So I didn't listen to it because I asked, "So what are your utility?" And they can't never explain. So you use that word utility, that people run from it because they don't have utility or anything to sponsor or have a backbone for the companies for you to get into the metaverse. Why would I want to get in it just because you got it? That don't make sense. So. But the people that sponsored it, it's gonna be. It looks good. The production looks good. And it would be a good metaverse to be trying to get in. That's what I would say. Off looks and conversation and how they're trying to run it, it'd be good to get in.
So are the commercial plots all sold out, or are they not yet for sale?
They're not sold out. No, they're not sold out. That's why I could have a meeting with them so you can see where to go with it on the meeting.
So they must not be for sale yet, because it looks like the non-commercial ones are what's for sale, because there's nothing that is, it says 100 of 100, so it must mean that's 100 of 100 available.
No, the commercial, nobody has commercial yet. He's surprised I asked him about that. Most people just buying land, properties. They're not trying to buy commercial properties to put a comedy store in there to make it. They will make it where it'll be, our project could be outstanding in there because everybody's just buying stuff. Like, I want a property here and property there. So they feel like it's gonna blow up and be something. But they don't have a project that's like, except that one guy, he had a project because he doing entertainment. So he wants to have concerts inside with the metaverse with his artists. So
I think it's going to be an interesting time to see how it all washes out. But all I'm seeing at the moment is loads of people supposedly building a metaverse.
Yeah, but I mean, I think these people right here maybe have something. You got to check it out more and talk to them more and see. But they might have something that would be interested in putting the Joe community in the metaverse. Though.
Oh no, we will absolutely talk to them.
Yeah, because it looks nice. It don't look like those. You know how some metaverses look like all lagging and you can't really see nothing and it's look like a robot instead of people moving freely. But it's nice. It has great production. They showed us. I was like, man, that's nice. So it looks nice.
Yeah, but have you seen? Because I put a link in earlier to Other Side, and that's one that's being built by a lot of the ape communities. And if you look at the video in it, it's incredible. It's like might as well be a Hollywood animation film, right? With the apes jumping around and one of the apes fishing, and he drinks a potion and then he goes off into the metaverse. They tried running a stress test on their metaverse, so it's not a metaverse because it's all it is a game, right? Because the difference is it's not in VR, so it's just it's almost like going back to the good old days where you had chat rooms. Where a chat room where it's just an evolution of I've now got an avatar and I'm in a chat room and I can talk to people. Well, they tried.
We are light years away. But nobody has VR. They use a computer. They don't even put Oculus on their head. They're just going into the metaverse where it ain't like VR Oculus. So I mean, like our project. It's so much ahead of so many people, man. I'm just excited. We went down, I was like, they can't mess with Joe. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but I'm talking to them, and they don't have if you sell in the metaverse, you either have a virtual reality metaverse. They have a metaverse that they want to just get into the metaverse. I don't know if you can use your glass to get in them or stuff like that. So the new Oculus headset gonna be nice if y'all seen it.
Yeah, but they ran a stress test on this Other Side, right?
Yeah.
And they said they were going to take 10,000 people in it. They actually took 2,500 in, which is still a good number of people. But all you could hear was literally exactly what Sam Shepard's been saying to us. You just can't put that many people in a room because how do you understand who's talking to who? And the volume levels and all of that sort of stuff's got to get worked out over the next year.
It was like white noise, wasn't it, Simon?
It was like white noise. One of the guys who was like Bored Ape Yacht Club, who's like a top guy, and like he was so looking forward to it. There's a video of him just saying, "What is this shit? Like all it is a bunch of bodies running around. Yes, you can talk, but we could also imagine having this meeting now with 2,500 people in it." And we all say, go, and we can all talk. Let's all talk now, right? It's not going to work.
It's not going to work. It's not.
And to run at the level of graphics that they're promising, like the video for that project is unbelievable. Like,
it's amazing.
It is amazing. It's ridiculous. It's even got.
At the time, as Sam said, though, you can't try the bandwidth required to run that level of quality and that level of stuff. We're nowhere near that yet. It's impossible at this point in time.
But that's what they're selling.
We're racing.
I'm saying this to y'all tonight. They might have. I see so much great quality, but as far as the concept, the utility, if we get 10, 20,000 people, it's going to grow to 1 million people because no one has utility. Like you can have all the great production you want and all the great things behind it. What I'm saying, I just feel like this project, me going around other projects, it don't compare.
We've heard that before, Antoine. We've heard that before when Domingo went to that thing in Miami. He said,
like you got to be. Well, I want y'all to go to one so you can just. So the next day at one, when y'all go and see it with y'all own eyes, y'all gonna be like, they're not lying. There's nobody joke. It should be the number one project in the world. This is not trying to say that because I'm in it. It's just because I've seen it with my own eyes, and I talk to everybody, and I had conversation with everybody. I talk to each and every CEO, whoever had something. Me and Mark talked to him. We talked to him. We stayed there for 4 hours. We listen to stuff. We try to learn stuff. We try to put joke out there and all that. So like when y'all able to go to one of them, y'all sales and see, you gonna be like, yeah, we got something. It's seeing is believing. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, and it's good to hear that.
Yeah. Like I ain't just blowing smoke up your butt. Or, I ain't doing nothing. I'm being real. Like I'm not telling I'm y'all friend. I would tell y'all the truth. Like I don't believe there's no other project better than this. We just have to. I think we just got to get better on. We market to them. Oh, and I want to say this. So Kevin Hart did put out his own NFT. 10,000. He only sold 2,000 of them.
Yeah.
It ain't that easy like people think it is. So people need to stop thinking your name is this. You're going to sell out.
Well,
Kevin
Hart sells 2,000 with his 37 million Twitter followers and probably one of the most famous guys in the world. And we sold 1,600. I don't think that's too bad.
No.
Because remember, his price was 0.055 and ours was 0.75. So we even we were even a higher price at the time.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like that means so look what I'm trying to say. We got that. Just think we get 1 million followers. How many will buy it? We did another NFT drop with utility behind it. You're getting this NFT because this is this and that. Nobody can say that. So why are you gonna buy Kevin Hart? Because the name Kevin Hart. What am I getting for having the Kevin Hart NFT?
Well, apparently, Antoine, and I have just gone and bought one of the Kevin Hart ones so that my tweets can go in front of Kevin. But apparently you get a T-shirt, so you get a limited edition T-shirt only for the NFT holders. I'll be surprised if I get that in the UK.
I know that. So yeah. Okay. So what else did you get?
And you get backstage access, and you get priority on his tickets when his shows are up. So if you go to Twitter now and go to Joke Community, you'll see that I've done a tweet where I've obviously tagged in Kevin. You should then be able to. We can really get behind that tweet and get Kevin to actually see it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's great. That's good. Good. That's great marketing right there, Simon. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good utility. I mean, I guess Kevin Hart. That's good utility. I'm saying if you're not Kevin Hart, most people utility they don't have any. You just get into the project, and nothing else. You're not getting any. You're not getting rewards behind it. You're not getting nothing. You just in the project. It's not like I'm going to get this NFT and I'm going to have access to all this and that. No, I'm just going to buy land up. I'm going to buy land. Somebody can get some land. They don't talk about utility. They're just buying stuff. They got some money to spend or waste. Man said he spent $5 million on properties. Like it was 20 cents. Oh, yeah, me and my friends spent $5 million. The other said, yeah, we was about $2.5 million. And I'm like, people are talking. It was $30 million of people properties bought. 30 million. That's not cheap. That's not. They were talking like it was just normal.
What in that in that metaverse?
In that metaverse, the people that was there were just talking about they bought this many properties and I bought properties here. And I'm just talking about not just that metaverse, just period. A dude said I bought some Decentraland, the Sandbox, but I don't know why I got it because it ain't worth nothing. It's not going to be nothing. I can't. What am I getting it for? To say I got some property in the metaverse? Or, they don't have any nothing tangible behind it.
So the ones in other side, which is the Bored Ape Yacht Club one, there's 100,000 of those, and the floor price is 2.8 ETH. Let that sink in for a second, right?
I'm letting it sink in. I understand where you're coming from.
Right, 100,000 of them. That's the thing. It's the community thing. So
it's not. So we're a community being. You can do whatever you want to do, but like I know our community is gonna be big. So when our community gets big, it's something tangible you get from getting a part of Joke.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. So that's why I'm saying to you, Andy. utility and the tangibility behind what you're giving a person to be a part of the project means a whole lot more than anybody else is giving in the projects. Then they have 100 to 200,000 people in the project. They got the numbers. We just got the numbers. And when we get the numbers, it's gonna grow.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Well, let's see if we get Jane's on here. Are you, Jane? You got a retweet off of Kevin, didn't you?
Yes.
And did you get much traction on that retweet?
No. I mean, some, from the community. But I mean, there was a lot of people tweeting, and and he's really busy on tour right now. So
yeah, I think during the mint, obviously it would have been crazy mad, like with tons of people retweeting, wouldn't it? But
it would have been.
I've just put one now, so let's see whether I get a retweet and I get my T-shirt and we actually get a conversation with Kevin. That'd be nice.
Boy, that'd be smoking hot,
Well,
like I said in the mods meeting, I did fill out the collaboration form for the project. Haven't heard anything back yet, but I reached out to one of the mods, and he says they're just the Discord mods, so. Sounds like there needs to be a little bit more integration between the teams. For them to be able to say, okay, well, I'll get you an answer, or we'll make sure you get you an answer. But anyway, he said, hopefully, I'm sure they'll do you right or whatever. But
right. So the other thing people will have noticed, and the other thing I need people to get involved in, is there has been somebody talking or continuing to keep conversations going in our chat. One of them is called Cal, and the other one is called Robert Fun. Those two guys are now no longer going to be in the project. They were originally paid mods in the time when we were minting our NFTs, and they've carried on. I know that they bought some joke token, but they took it on themselves to keep the conversation going within the general chat. We've decided to do away with them because they literally tweeting, messaging everything that's like, it's very, very basic, like exciting times ahead, joke will go 10x, stuff like that. I have said to them a couple of times, you need to. They're not to their credit, they're not English speaking, right? So they're trying to get involved with conversations in a language they don't necessarily understand. But when you see things going, market cap will increase, 20x is easy from here, NFT FOMO is coming again, guys, stay tuned. Like, it doesn't wash, and it's now going to be cut out. That means we as a community don't have that, I don't know how to put it, we're not going to have that unprofessional type of chat within our general chat anymore. But it will require more of us to please get involved in the Discord and create conversation. And I know it's really hard, but when new people come and look at our project, if they come in and the Discord is quiet, then people just think it's a dead project. So it'd be really awesome if we could get everybody for the next, till the end of July at least, just really pumping, trying hard to get that conversation going, posting jokes, get this, there's things like this AMA, get this shared, because this is how people are going to learn about the project. I'll try and get some stats as well off of how many people have watched that video, Antoine, which should be quite interesting. Did you notice anybody scanning your QR code at all?
A couple people scanned it in front of us and checked it out. Right there and then. We got people that were interested. When people have like a 10, 15 minute conversation with you, and they got to be interested. People won't just like, give me a card and pass by. They're like, it's what? Oh, let me check it out. So, we passed out about as many we could. I'm going to say 1,000, 2,000, because they had the jigsaw puzzle. I'll talk to those people. People that was had their own vendors. I talked to those people about it. I was talking to everybody. Whoever I seen, I pulled them over and talked to them. because it was only two of us, and it's only getting one time opportunity to talk to these people again. I'm going back to Dallas, so I just talked to everybody I could, and Mark was right there with me.
So Sheba fan has asked, are there any more apartments that are unclaimed and we can claim them? There's a large number of the apartments that haven't been claimed, but they are allocated to people. So, you know, obviously people.
It was two females trying to get buy some NFTs, and I told them you know, get in the Discord and go to the place to try to get some. But that one woman was talking about she wanted a Pacific one. I said, I'm not gonna do it like that. You can't get a Pacific. It's all about random.
Yeah. So they will have to go on Rareable or Looks Rare and buy them there.
Yeah, I told them, they are on Rareable, so you might get the one you want. So
yeah, well,
they was trying to get some, But I added them to the community.
Oh,
and they jumped to the community,
Right, cool. Because we will
Yes.
we will have our own marketplace, I'm told, within a week.
Okay.
I know we said.
Yeah,
But I just can't wait to like we got you and Jan and Simon and Andy and Adam was there at one time with a booth. Or with
It will happen. I'm fine. It will happen. It will happen at some point. It will definitely happen. We just need to pick which ones and build to it and plan for it. But we are.
I'm not saying it like. No, I'm trying to say it like that'd be the positive. If it's like a great.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant. It would be really good.
We got a great. If it's 20 of us there, then 20 of us can talk to as many as 2 people can talk to, and if they're gonna know about a joke. When we leave that building, everybody in different parts of the world and the cities and countries and everywhere will know about a joke with a bigger presence. That's what I'm saying.
I wonder, Antoine, if you'd be prepared to go on to one of the ape spaces for us, because I can get bookings on there. It'd just be nice if we could get a variety of people.
Yeah, I can. Just send it to me. Yeah, I go. Yeah, I can go.
I'll get you booked up. Yeah, it's
I got
the trouble. The trouble
I mean,
is,
whatever, y'all know whatever y'all need me to do, I'm gonna do. That's why I went to Vegas. Like I wasn't gonna go, but they really need somebody there that can talk to people. So, and I'm very good at talking, so I did the best I could.
Did you have Did you and Mark have a night out as well then?
No, I don't. Mark went to. He already had plans with his wife, and I didn't. So he went to a concert. I just met him at the thing. We talked the thing. We was there for like 4 hours together. And we just talked about things that we could do to help the project and why, And while I was down, I passed out flyers to other places and I met other people and all that type of stuff. And I seen Tad and my wife went to see Taz's girlfriend, and they got a nice place in Vegas, and we hung around them a little bit, and that was cool. But I was there. I had my joke T-shirt on and I wore it, and I like it. That's a nice T-shirt he got too.
Hey, Mark's here now.
Yeah, Mark got a nice. Yeah, he got some nice shirts. Yep.
Yeah, Mark's here now. I know he does sometimes listen in from work, but we'll see whether he's able to come on stage at all.
Yeah, let him come on stage. Me and Mark did a great job. He should be coming.
Yeah, well, everybody's seeing your faces
right
now.
He's raising his hand right now.
Yeah, you're fully doxed now, Antoine, both of you. Right.
Can I just give a really quick update on a couple of bits, Simon?
Yeah, sure, Andy.
So we do have a meeting booked in with Gotham Comedy Club tomorrow night. That has been the deck that we put together has gone to them. They are super, super, super keen to be part of the project. So we have got a meeting with them tomorrow night. Fingers crossed, everybody, that we can come to an agreement with them pretty quick, which there's no reason why we can't. And that would mean we would have one of the world's best comedy clubs streaming stuff into our clubs. So fingers crossed for that. We also have another meeting with some other associates on Wednesday. We've got a meeting with Dom Jolly on tomorrow also to get some stuff lined up with him. It's taking time because a lot of these people are very busy on tours and off all over the world. So trying to pin people down is difficult. So that's all really positive. We're also waiting back from the contract that's gone on for literally 6 weeks now over another project. We'll bring double things in as well. I don't want to get into the other stuff, Simon, that's going on. That we're negotiating with that metaverse at the minute with the really big stuff. But, hopefully this week we'll be able to make another announcement that's really big. So there is a lot of work going on behind the scenes, a phenomenal amount of work trying to bring all this together. I am acutely aware, and I know you guys are doing a really good job, and we do need to get more stuff going in Discord. We need to get more shows in. We have had a bit of a lull on both, and for all kinds of reasons. But as Simon said, it's time to foot to the gas soon because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening. We have got Nifty booked in, the show. I will get that updated into Discord tomorrow. We'll also put the information. Jake God, remind me tomorrow morning, please, to put the Nifty shows and the Rich Sheffron stuff into Discord so the community know about that. The Rich Sheffron one's a really big opportunity to spread the news about Joke to loads of people who wouldn't ordinarily know about it. So it's a lot of really positive stuff happening. Quite a big week really because if we can pull off the big thing, that's huge.
And Dom Jolly as well, Andy.
Sorry?
And Dom as well. We got a meeting this week, haven't we?
Yes, I did say that. Yeah,
he said that. He said that. He said it.
Yeah. The other thing I did this week, which was, and I know obviously mostly you guys are in the US, and I don't know whether the same experience exists over there, but ABBA Voyage, which is a purpose-built stadium in the Olympic Park in London, built after the Olympics, and they have created a 3D experience where 5,000 people sit in an audience. There's a light show. There are moving objects in the sky in front of you, and on stage you cannot tell me that it wasn't real people. So it was as if you saw the real ABBA, right? And this is next level entertainment. I was speaking to Sam Shepard about it, saying he's got to really fly over to London and experience what that is, because literally every single frame in those videos must have cost tens of thousands of dollars, right? And that's an hour and a half concert. Only about an hour of it was in 3D, but it opened my eyes to the opportunities that there are with VR. So this was like VR but in real life, right? So it was a mixed reality, and the screen, I cannot explain to people. They don't let people film in the arena for obvious reasons. They don't let people take any photographs. You'll get chucked out. I'm not a massive ABBA fan, but I know the music from growing up, and I've seen many of the world's top bands, from Pink Floyd to Led Zepp to U2 to Coldplay to Andy went and saw Prodigy last night, right? All of these type of people, and I'm telling you, this is next level. This is way beyond what is currently possible in a stadium. I connected with a few of the people that produced the show. I've been talking to one of them today on LinkedIn, just talking chat, not talking about anything to do with our project yet, but the opportunity to move that type of experience into the metaverse. The point is, it's a pre-recording, but there were people in the audience trying to talk to the avatars, right? They thought it was that real. So to pull off something in a space where every person in the audience in a semicircle that is 5,000 people, with people on the floor, people in seats like 20 meters off the ground, etc. Every single person felt that it was real. That is those are some of the possibilities that we can pull off in virtual reality, because like San said, well, look, if you're sat on one seat and you're observing it from one position, it's 1,000 times easier than having to make it so that everybody in a 5,000 seat auditorium thinks it's real. But honestly, I cannot tell you how good that was. And from our perspective as a project, what the sort of thoughts that it's now given us for performance in the future, one step at a time, but that is incredible. Like, imagine if you brought Elvis back to life, and people could go and see him and sit in an audience and think that is the real Elvis, right? That is possible now. So these are all the sort of things that we'll be able to do going forwards. But I had to tell everybody about it because it was because it was so amazing.
Yes.
We could do with another. We've got Dave in the audience. I don't know whether Dave wants to come onto stage if he can. King Dave, as it is now. I don't know whether he's listening or he's away from the keyboard.
He had his hand raised.
No, I've put his hand up because I've invited him on stage. Here he is. You right, Dave?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, lovely Mancunian tones. What's with the throne now? Are you the king of the metaverse?
It's just a bit of fun because I bought a couple of exclusive penthouses.
Oh, right.
So I was the king of Billsborough, and then we had a queen and a prince and all that. But it was just a bit of fun.
Very good. Did you have a bit of a treasure hunt, or how did that go?
Oh, we built a maze. We built a word maze. So it's up and running. It's not. I'm looking for some headphones so I can hear you better. It's up and running. It's not been released properly yet. There's going to be an official launch on.
Is this in the UK district?
It's between the UK and the Ibiza districts. We built a karaoke room where people can go do karaoke, and we've attached it to that. It's quite good. So it's a 10-room puzzle. It's an anagram. And every door you go through is a different letter. You've got to spell out a famous film. But there's a lot of people trying it, struggling to do it. It's quite difficult. It's a lot of fun.
Right.
Put some music and stuff. It's good.
So it's something that we can use when you've tested it. You can help us build that for the joke community for a win some apartments codes.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, I built a room for the joke community, and I put about 7 or 8 doors to enter into that now. So I was thinking of building you a purpose-built one, a bit more tricky, a bit more some nice photos and stuff like that. I'll speak to Jane and see if we can come up with some stuff, and we'll do like a proper one, maybe like a 10 or 15 word one. That'd be quite tricky to do. That'll take them a while to do, but you could maybe do some different prizes along the way, see how far people get, and then ultimately give them an apartment at the end of it. I don't know. But it should be pretty good. There's a lot of people interested in it.
What's
Wendy Cummings about it today, and she's quite happy about it. She thinks it's really good.
What's the general feeling in the Infiniverse at the moment because they've put a stop to the drops, haven't they, for now?
Yeah, I think that they've stopped the villages. I think they've got one more coming up next week, if I remember right, and then they're going to stop them for a little while to do some more infrastructure and some fault finding. But yeah, I think most people are alright with it. Most people are happy. There's some people who are complaining about the way things work with storefronts and new drops coming and people moving away to buy the new drops. But there's not a lot you can do with that, is that it's going to keep growing and growing. So it's down to the people who are building the communities to keep the communities where they are and to give them stuff to do, and that's up to them to do. That's how we do it. No, we've not had anyone moving from the UK district. That's all still looking the same as it was, because we give people things to do. We've got a strong community. So
yeah, so that's the other thing we could once we get this up and running, we could do with as many people as possible coming into, well, whether we run it through you into maybe Megastar City, we could do that, could we?
Yeah, no problem at all. We've got links into Megastar City anyway. But we could do it from one of your joke clubs, or there's loads of options we could do. I could build it anyway, and then it's just a matter of linking one door to another one and people can get in. But when I spoke to Wendy today, she said what she could do is we could build it, and then she could create a portal that was invisible, but we only came live with a countdown timer in the main room in the multiverse And then when it came live, then the door would open and people could go and explore it. So I could build it for you. And then once, I just give her the link, and then as soon as it's ready, people could run through into there, and then we could change the doors afterwards maybe. Or just keep it as like as an active puzzle for you.
Well, maybe do the very last door comes out into the Manchester building one club.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, I've got it so it comes out into a room, which is, it's got like a prize in there. I'm giving away apartments myself, so on the ID for Ireland. So so they'll win a prize, and then that opens up to doors, and that links into the joke space that I've built anyway. So people will be able to go into there, and then from there into any of the clubs anyway. So maybe you could link into that room that takes you into there. I don't know. Maybe we could link it into the room that takes you to all the clubs.
Have you
There's
done
loads
it?
of options in there.
Have you done it as an event, or is it publicised on Oculus, or is it just something that's going on in the Infiniverse?
It's going to be publicised and going live on the Oculus on Sunday, so everyone on the Oculus will see it. People on the Infiniverse now, I've told most of my friends and that to have a play with it and see what they can do, but no one's been able to do it yet. They're all struggling with it, 'cause it's quite difficult, which is good, isn't it? You want something with a bit more of a puzzle.
Yeah.
Um,
As long as the answer isn't Antoine's at Wendy's. He's gone somewhere, hasn't he? He's left his phone on. Yeah, there you go. He's gone on silent. Look, yeah, it'd be really, really good if you could help us do that, Dave. It really would be appreciated. Mark's on stage now. Are you okay to talk, Mark?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just bouncing around through meetings.
Yeah, just wanted to hear if, from your perspective, we heard from Antoine earlier, what you gleamed from Vegas.
Yeah, and thanks guys for your help as well. Just want to say that in front of everyone. Really appreciate it.
No, you're welcome. No, it was great. It was great meeting Antoine. Yeah, we both vibed. It was cool, man. We were just going around meeting people. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, we really. It would have been great. Like, hindsight, we did meet a lot of cool people. So, and FTG World seems pretty. I don't know if he mentioned it at all, like about FTG World, but we should probably look.
Yeah, James put a link into the AMA chat. I've got that teed up to have a look at and sign.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I mean, it is pretty crazy when you think about how much money people dump into these metaverses. You know, we were talking to some people like, okay, you can get a plot over here for like $200 and you build your club on it. And then so we actually went and spoke to a representative from FTG, and like, you know, he comes out with the big guns. He's like, hey, I'm the main sales guy. He's like, we got this commercial lot. This is the starting commercial lot. It's $375,000.
So you bought that, did you, Mark?
Yeah, but it's go ahead.
You committed to that already, have you? You've signed us up.
But it's really eye-opening, man, when you really think of like how much money people are putting into this shit. Like, it's just unbelievable, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people there on stage talking. I mean, they got like millions and millions of dollars just in real estate. They just bought it.
I was telling that Mark. I was telling Mark. They said I bought one for $5 million.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Yeah, they're like, yeah, we'll buy one. We'll take one. But, but no, it was good. We met a lot of good people, a lot of influencers. You know, and that one gentleman, which I thought was kind of interesting. A gentleman in a wheelchair, really nice guy, talking to us. He's like, oh, he's a comedian. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he was in his former life, but I couldn't find anything comedic about anything I found out about him online. It was more like he was, you know, digging at us for information. He's actually a mega investor. So so that was pretty interesting to see. You know, people, they want what we have. This is a very, you know, that's why, you know, I made the comment in the admin group. Like, it's just, you know, I'm glad that we're starting to get the shows back going again. We got to go heavy. These guys are like, there's nothing. I mean, we were talking about, and you know, the first thing was just like, hey, you like comedy? Comedy in the metaverse? And everybody's like, oh yeah. Everybody's grabbing cards. So it was simple in that aspect. It's not like it's a hard sell, you know. So that's good. So that's what's good to do about it, you know.
So I'm not. So Mark, you think we got the best project though? That's what we talk. I was telling them that.
I think so too. You know what's interesting too is I watched this one lady on stage for a little bit, and she was talking about how they're creating like the largest mental health community, and it's really funny how how I'm sure a lot of people went into this metaverse project not thinking that was going to be such a big defining characteristic of what's happening, right? But it really is. It's like a big mental health, you know. I don't even know which like aid, I guess you can say, for people that just have no, you know, ties to the outside world, or, you know, just like we've spoke before about our clubs and how we get comments from people about how much it helps. And so, yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of people out there, especially in the FTG. What was cool is just everybody we stopped at, they were all talking about another project in FTG. They were very connected, and I haven't seen that yet, you know. So that was pretty cool about it. So other than we met some guy that's basically doing the same thing with music industry that you're doing with comedy, and that was very cool. So we follow him on Twitter. But yeah, it was a good show, man. And it wasn't that big, and that's why I think, man, in hindsight, it would have been really good. And I don't want to say it wasn't that big. It just wasn't like just packed with people. I mean, everybody was just very tuned into having a conversation, then moving to the next one, having a deep conversation. It wasn't like, oh hi, let me get some swag or a cool pen and then move. Like everybody was genuinely interested in learning about the projects. It's very cool. When I went to hand out business cards yesterday, and my nephew's birthday tomorrow, but I went by the parking lot and handed out cards on all the cars and stuff. And I met a couple people in the parking lot. One guy, he's a Vegas resident for 30 years. He's going to be doing an expo, a VR expo, and he was wondering if, you know, we wanted to get involved. He's like, oh, it'd be great if we could actually have some comedy on stage. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how that would work, but we could talk about it. Yeah, but it's cool. But everybody you talk to, I mean, they're just, you know, a lot of people want to help. They want to help each other. It's very cool. So yeah, other than the guy, I think that was trying to create his own comedy. I mean, he was really asking, well, how did they get paid? I mean, he was, in hindsight, he was asking so many questions. He was high, but he was high as hell too. But it didn't. So hopefully he didn't remember. But it was kind of, I was a little, you know, hopefully, I mean, maybe he was a comedian, maybe he was, but I was kind of, made me wonder, like, you know, as much as we like to whatever, we also got to be pretty careful, like, you know, who we talk to. And I just wasn't really expecting that, but it felt afterwards like, man, this guy was just fishing for information. So this TCG World, is that it? Mm-hmm. They raised $100 million. Did they? Because it seems like it. Well, like, I've just put a link. I've just put a link in the.
It's money.
In the AMA live chat, I've just put a link to an article on Global Newswire saying, a blockchain-based game where players can earn TCG coin and gather NFT collectibles and own virtual real estate. They've raised $102 million, believed to be the largest purchase of virtual land in the metaverse. This is 31st of May 22. That's why I never even heard of them until I got there. But when we started talking about it is very gameplay type of metaverse. So like if you can buy like a Lambo and like another one, you just have like a picture and you put it in front of the guy's like, no, you can get one and you could drive it. You could buy a dragon and you could fly your fucking dragon like across the metaverse. Yeah, it's very gameplay also. Yeah. So oh, that's crazy, man. Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. I mean, I never heard about them. To be honest with you. It's these type of projects that are going to want people like us to go in and provide content. That's why we mentioned comedy clubs, and I was like, yeah, you know. And he was even saying like the lowest price ones are in the residential, and he's like, but I don't know if that's where. I'm like, well, I think that's exactly where we want to be. You know, we don't want to be in your commercial square. We want to be.
You want to be on the back streets next to somebody's houses.
Right, exactly. And those were the cheap plots that I think a lot of people are not in right now. So I think it would really give us an upper hand.
It was like 4 B&Bs, and he was saying you could put that right there and have a whole, or somebody put apartments above what you got.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing too. It's like you get in there and you own the plot. So if you build an apartment or whatever above it, you get whatever from that. It's yours. So it's not like you're building already. You don't buy the building and then you rent the bottom club. Like you own the whole land, the plot. So
Yeah.
it's a very different concept than what we're used to seeing. So very cool.
And they're starting at one B&B.
Yeah.
So, a couple $100 can get land.
Yeah.
Can make you if you do it right, you can make $10,000-$20,000 off of it if you sell the apartment the way you want to sell it to.
And I made sure, we both made sure we let him know, like, hey man, we tried contacting TiVo, and I even showed the guy the screenshot of the message I sent somebody on Twitter to the marketing guy. He's like, oh, son of a bitch. They were all pissed off that, like, I was like, I couldn't get a hold of anybody. He's like, we're sorry.
It's scary, Mark, because Domingo was trying to get hold of people as well.
Yeah.
So really bad.
Yeah. So he was saying what had happened is, like, originally, it was not their expo. It was that Jigsaw one. And they met through a metaverse thing, like inside FTG. And they're like, oh, well, maybe we'll piggyback. So they were like the secondary in. So that metaverse thing kind of went to the Jigsaw guys, not to FTG. So he was profusely, apologetic.
Apologetic. Yeah, he was apologetic. Yeah, he was very apologetic.
And so maybe that'll help us get a little more, attention. To be honest with you, if we talk to them about something, but it seemed like they were very receptive to having comments. But,
Yeah, I think we definitely
I got the number. I text him. He gave me his number.
Yeah.
I just text him. I have a Zoom to see if he gonna text me back, and then we can set up one of y'all can talk to him and the assignment and Mark. Yeah.
What level? What level was this guy?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good experience, and
it was nice meeting Mark. Me and Mark was good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was nice. So, but definitely, walking around, I was just envisioning just like a simple booth, black background with a bright yellow glowing joke logo, like a face on it. It's just very cool how interested people were just talking about shit. That's why I was almost kind of tacky with the cards, because everybody we give a card to, for the most part, we had to interrupt their conversation because everybody we engaged wasn't just a random people walking around everywhere. So it was a little difficult. I felt a little funny doing that, but it was good. And, and I apologized. I said, hey, sorry to interrupt you. Like, no, that's what we're here for. Very cool. It was very nice.
It was a nice atmosphere. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So it's good. No, it's really good that you guys went, and we really do appreciate it. It's a good feedback to the fact that, now you guys have done that, what we can do next.
One more thing to add to that, it makes me actually more confident in feeling that not just Antoine and I, but if others in the community, like, you don't need to be the founder, you don't need to be the expert of everything. It's just the presence there. I think it's very helpful. So, if there are these smaller expos, I think it'd be very cool. We can set up some type of fund or something to have reps go to these smaller or ones that you guys can't get to every one, obviously, but I don't think it's necessary. That's what I came from this.
They got one in LA on August 2nd. That was
Yeah. So that was good.
No.
See, you keep going. If I can go for my birthday, and I can try to go, and if they see your face a lot, then they know that you're serious about the project.
Yeah.
Then that'll get more people to be like, okay.
So there's one in LA coming up.
The big thing that's come out of that is a really good opportunity to talk to another metaverse that's obviously incredibly big and well funded.
Yes.
Because I think the thing that seems to keep cropping up is all these metaverses are cropping up, but there's nothing happening. So they will be desperate for people who can bring the content. So I think we are really well placed. But the big thing for me is, if we can get a meeting with them, Simon, and we can get involved with them, it will open up their community and all their PR machine to help promote Joke. Because that again it's that critical mass. It's that snowball down a hill. Once it gets going, it'll be unstoppable.
I got the guy's number, but I can hand him the number over to y'all, to you and Simon. He gave me his number, direct number. So I text him, but I can get y'all to talk to him, because it's more better thing when the CEO is the person talks than.
Was that the guy we met at the booth?
Yeah, I got his number. Yeah.
The one that tried selling us a $500,000.
Yeah. Yeah. But he went down and told us that he got it for this, that, you know. So like, that'll be. I think it's a nice to get in that metaverse. That metaverse would be good to get in because the dude that own it, he's a financial bar from Merrill. He done Merrill Lynch. He did a whole lot of big clients for a lot of money. He showed all of them. You see Mark? Remember those he showed? Merrill Lynch and for $1 billion, this $1 billion. He was the advisor for that for the project on it. So whoever the dude that owns the metaverse. You know what I'm talking about, Mark?
Yeah.
The guy was speaking. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they're
Simon and Andy, I just wanted to say, there's I posted some stuff on the Meta Landlord site about this metaverse that specifically says that it has
Is this the Seek one?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a virtual event streaming platform. Enables real-time artist payments verified on the blockchain.
We should need Jane there. Jane, you'd have been great being there.
Sorry, I had to miss it.
Yeah, I know it. It's okay. I'm just saying.
That's why I'm almost kind of like, I knew something was up when we were talking to that guy, and he was like, yeah, he's thinking about doing a comedy thing. That's why it's like, yeah, I think if we beat whoever to the punch and get some feelers in FTG, I think it'd be good.
Yeah, we get in that. I mean, I'm not saying. I think that if we get in that metaverse, we could get more people to know about us.
There's just a lot of support. I think it's nice,
Yeah.
very nice.
Everybody in the community supports each other, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And that Seek land sale starts in a little over 3 days. FYI.
How much is the lot for those?
That's what I'm digging right now to try to find out.
Okay.
I guess real quick, one thing that's outside the show that was really eye-opening also that happened last week was Kevin Hart dropped his NFTs, right? And like, it made me also think how we really shouldn't be concentrating, and I don't think it was the intent ever, concentrating on real big names like all the time. Like, I think that's kind of a bad thing because I just from talking to everybody too, and like having the lineups that we have, the relationships with like Nifty and maybe some other outlets, just getting the notoriety of people out there, like that are coming up or mid coming up. But Kevin Hart did his drop. He had 10,000 NFTs, and I think maybe he just surpassed 2,000.
Yeah, we've had a big chat about that, Mark. It's not.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. That's like, there's the fact that we have a variety. I think that's a very good selling point. Obviously we do want to have bigger in the club, but I think I'm just saying it's a great thing that we have such a variety of acts.
We need an absolute mixture. So
yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's great.
I know one of our team members has reached out to a couple of other comedians that have contacted us. They're not big comedians, they're kind of up and coming. So hopefully there'll be a couple of those guys coming in with the show. I know she's been on to them.
Not saying it wouldn't be great to have obviously some bigger names down the road, to get but it's great that we concentrate on that, that audience of up and coming or just it's very good.
Yeah, cool. We got anything else to add, Simon? I don't think we have we?
No, I'm just looking at the prices of these bits of land on TCG, and it's ridiculous. Like, you can buy a 16 by 16 area for one B&B, but they've sold 11,000 plots already. Nobody's bought one of the 64 by 64 areas in a certain, and there's a 128 area, 20 B&B. It's mental. Anyway, these are all the types of things that we can look at in the future with landlords.
Yeah, and actually I see Vincent's on right now. I was talking to him last week about King of Kings, and I gotta talk back with Domingo. I've been so slammed ever since Friday that I haven't get a hold of anybody. But no, I think we've got a good core, and what we're doing. It's gold, to be honest with you. That's why I'm just, I don't want to come off like pushy, but I'm just letting you guys know the feelings we got being there. Yeah, we really need to be like full force like we were pre-NFT, because if we don't, somebody else is going to get there before us. And I just think it's, and I'm more than willing to help you see me, Antoine, Jane, everybody that's on board. They're all willing to help out where they can. So we believe in the project. I think it's something that's, we got to hit it hard. Fortunately. And it's just, I say unfortunately because it's not like something where, it's going to be inconvenient for people at some times. But I think if we really want to be successful, that's what we got to do.
Sacrifice is it. You mean sacrifice?
Yeah. Right.
This weekend just showed me before we got the thing that, like I said again, like our project is gold, and if everybody has 120, 30% that they can put in, that we won't be beat. And that's just what I believe, and I think Mark does too. After just being around the pit things, so when you're around it every day and see it face to face, like dang, like
it is about the community, though. I mean, like, and that's why when I see like the Discord, it's kind of like it's really like idled out a little bit. I'm like, whatever. But I mean, but we are a community. Like our main core team are a community, and that's when you go to the booths, you see all these people that are so fucking hyped, about their projects, and it was such a mixture. The guy doing they had some like comic book, some like VR comic book thing, and then it turns into like a gameplay, and they're gonna mail actual paperback comic books to the people that own the NFT, like crazy, like unique stuff. And the guy draws for Marvel, and then the guy does music, for upcoming emerging artists, like we're doing for comedians. And then you go to the other side, and there's like tournaments for gameplay, and you go over here, and it's mental health, and it's just like, man, this is pretty wild, man. I was pretty taken away. When we first walked in, it was kind of like you had to walk through the jigsaw puzzle expo, and I'll tell you what, I don't know what's all about that, but there's a lot of people interested in jigsaw puzzles, so I think jigsaw puzzles, I mean, Jesus God, I was like, what is this? And there's people walking down this catwalk talking about jigsaw puzzles, and I'm like, what is it? This is amazing. And then you go into the metaverse, and it seemed pretty dead at first, but it's really because everybody was engaged in conversation. It was very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was a great experience for me and Mark, just to see that in 2030, like y'all say, 13 trillion, we're going to be part of that 13 trillion and a big part of it. So that's exciting. So that's great.
Just say, that's kind of what we're building. We're building an anagram puzzle, which is the same kind of thing. I was going to ask Simon, would it be possible to do maybe get a couple of 5-minute clips of comedy that's not been really heard before from different people? So the room comprises of like 10 different rooms you have to work through to get the letters to make up the anagram. But we could put in a couple of like little movie rooms in between those rooms with little comedy clips running through them, so they get to a certain point, they watch a comedy clip. You could even do something, a prize NFT giveaway, something to do with that. I don't know if that's something you'd be into, but
yeah,
they could do that. When they get to that point, they watch a 5-minute clip, a comedy clip, and then they carry on moving forward. That could be something new.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Let's me, you, and Andy take it offline, and we'll work that one out. What we can put in.
Okay.
And Simon, I'll text him, and but I can give him I can give y'all his direct number, and y'all can try to get in touch with him and to work it out or whatever. But if he hits me back for the Zooms, and I'll let y'all know, and then we can get on that ASAP.
And what level was this guy? Was he just one of their sales guys, or is higher up?
I tell you what, we have a better contact. Let's contact Captain Awesome.
Oh yeah,
he knows the owner of FTG.
Yeah.
And he said he would put us in contact.
Captain Awesome.
Captain.
He needs a
That's his name,
throne
Captain
like
Awesome.
Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, put us
His name
in.
is Captain Awesome. Yeah.
Put
his
us in
name.
touch with Captain Awesome. Yeah, I'll make it happen.
We know we know we give you the ball, you're gonna score the basket. That we know that, Mr. Simon.
Don't worry about that. I'll make it happen. You give me the details.
know.
I'll be on him. I'll be
I
all
got
over
you.
him like a rash.
I know. I know that.
And just while we're here, before we get off, I mean, you said there's a show coming up August 2nd. I mean, if it fits in okay with my schedule, like I wouldn't mind going out there.
Yeah. My birthday August 1st. I can do that. Okay.
So we'll see. I don't know anything about this year.
Okay. So the guy just texted back, said, "Good morning. I'm absolutely available for a Zoom at this point this week. I currently don't have much of a voice today from all the talking this weekend, but maybe tomorrow, Wednesday could work. I'm actually off most days this week for my real job. When will be best for you?" He just texted me back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
I think we should go through Captain Awesome first. I think let that one hang a bit and see if you can get a hold of.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't even know his name. I don't even know his real name. It was just Captain Awesome. Everybody knew it was Captain Awesome.
Right, let's
You
just
got-
go.
you got-
Let's go straight to the top of the tree.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
I agree. Yeah.
Okie dokie. You got Captain Awesome number, Mark?
Yeah, I have. You saved them in your WhatsApp. I took a screenshot.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got him in WhatsApp. Yeah, Captain Awesome on WhatsApp. Sure does.
So
We got him in here. I got him right here, matter of fact, Captain Awesome.
But it was good. But actually, like you, Antoine, and him were really vibing on a lot of like music related thing. You know, these guys they're pretty heavy hitters, man. This guy. So I think, yeah.
Is Captain Awesome the guy?
You guys are doing the same thing we're doing, but you're doing comedy. We're doing music, and this is a great. You know, he was pretty pumped.
Is Captain Awesome the guy who's from Greed?
Yes.
Yeah, I found him on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, I got his WhatsApp number. So I'm in WhatsApp with him, and I can text him today. If he gets back with me, then I can set the Zoom up with him, and that'd probably be faster for you to get to the CEO of the company. Yeah, I can talk.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
he's got some.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of people that he's interviewing on his Twitter for, that are involved in that Metaverse Expo.
Yep.
Yeah, so he looks like he's got some good connections.
Yeah, so I can make my birthday trip to LA, and then we can just go there and we can meet some more people. If they see our face again, they know we're serious about it. We just keep on talking to them and go from there. That's it.
Yeah, cool. All right, let's see what we can do.
Okay.
We've gone on for just over an hour, so we'll wrap this one up, and we'll see everybody again on Thursday this week.
Okay, but I'll be getting in touch with y'all quicker than that.
Yeah.
I'll inbox y'all.
No, cool.
Okay.
Appreciate everybody.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. We'll catch you soon.
All right.
Thanks, guys.